Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting video. In this video, I will explain you how to design schematics using Proteus software. Let's first open the Proteus software. So I will be using Proteus 8.16 professional software. Proteus software is widely used for design schematics, simulating circuits and also designing PCBs. So in this tutorial, I will be explaining how to design a schematic on Proteus software. Let's first create a new project. In here, you can go to File and New Project, and then give a name to your project. I will just say Test Project, and then click Next. And I will suggest you to keep the default settings. Click Next, Next, and Next, and then Finish. This is where you create your schematic. On your left, you can see there are some tools. These are the tools that you are going to use when creating the schematic. So I will explain some of the most frequent used tools. And if you see, this one is called component mode. This is what you need to use when dealing with components, to place components and do other dealings with components. And this is called junction.mode. So if you need to combine several devices together, you might need to add new junctions. This is what you need to use in order to add new junctions. And also wire label mode is used to give certain labels to your wire connections in order for you to understand what are those connections. This is useful in more complicated circuits. And bus mode is used when you have a lot of connections. You can utilize bus mode to simplify the connections by using the buses instead of single wires. And also sub-circuit mode is used when you have complicated circuit. You can select a segment of the circuit and make it a sub-circuit. So by using sub-circuits, you can simplify the complicated circuits. And also terminals mode, this is where you can find the ground and other terminals to use for your circuit. And then if you go to this one, generator mode, this is where you can find signal generators, DC power, and those generator types, signal generator types for your circuit. And then this one is also useful. This is called virtual instrument mode. In this one contains different voltmeters, current emitters, and also oscilloscopes, logic analyzers, and all those kinds of tools that you can use to measure voltage, current, and other parameters. And the one above that is probe mode. You can use probe mode to install a probe in your circuit so that you can when you simulate the circuit, you can see the voltage or current on real time, how the voltage and current behave in that particular place of the circuit. So let's place some components. Actually the circuit I'm going to design here is a simple circuit. It consists of 2 transistors and 2 LEDs and a couple other components. Let's start making the components. First you need to place some components. You go to component mode, then you should press P. By pressing P, you can get this menu. This is where you select the components you need to introduce or use. First I will get two transistors, 2N3904. Okay, I will use this one. Press OK. Now you just left click on this, then you will see the component. You can place anywhere you need. Then I just place one here and click again and place another one here. Now I need to rotate. Actually I need not rotating, I need to mirror this one. You just select this, right click, let's right click, and then use this X mirror to mirror on the horizontal plane like this. Now press P again, and I will have a couple of LEDs, and in these LEDs you can see there are some active LEDs. I will use a couple of these, and when you use these active devices, when you simulate, it will show the lighting up the LED. So just click OK, click here and place the LED, and there's another LED. Then I need a few resistors. Just press P, type resistor, and I will, in resistors category, I will use 0.6 watt metal film resistor. There are various types of resistors in here. You can choose the exact resistor that you need, but for the simplicity I will use generic one. Okay, click OK. Now you can rotate this component by just pressing the R button on your keyboard. Press R once, you can rotate it. Click, and then have another few resistors. Okay, now you can move this. Just click and drag, click and drag. Oops, Control Z, click and drag. Okay, now I need to place two capacitors. Just press P, type capacitor, and capacitors I will use generic capacitor. I will use a generic electrolytic capacitor. Okay, click. I will rotate this by, you can rotate these components by pressing R button. Place in here and place this one in here. Just need to move this downwards a little bit. Okay, now I will connect these components. Just you can go to select mode, click, and by clicking like this you can make connections. Let me explain how to use this junction dot mode. You can click in here and have a junction in here. Okay, then you can connect, but you can directly connect also. There are occasions that you must use junction dot mode. You can undo by just pressing Ctrl Z on your keyboard. Okay, okay, Now it's time to place the ground. You can go to this one, terminus mode, select ground, and click in here, then place the ground and then connect it, and then you go to this one, then generator mode. You can select this DC and then click in here and click where you need to apply the DC voltage, then double click. Now here you can enter the amount of voltage you need to apply to the circuit. I will apply 9 volts. Click OK. Now I have connected the ground and also the DC voltage. I will like to add some voltmeter into this circuit. You click on this virtual instruments mode and then select the DC voltmeter and click in here and click again. Now I need to connect this. I need to observe the voltage across these 2 points. And also if you need to add a probe, you just click probe mode. Let's say I need a voltage probe, click here, and let's say I need to check voltage in this point, click here also. Now that's fine. Now it's time to I think everything is fine. It's time to run the simulation. If you can see on your bottom left corner in here, there are some buttons. These are the buttons that you need to use for simulation. This one, by clicking this one, it will run the simulation and pause simulation and also stop the simulation. Now let's click this one. These are the buttons that you may need. These are the buttons that you may need to run the simulation. And this first button is to run the simulation, and this one is for advanced simulation step by step, and this one is to pause the simulation, and this one is to stop the simulation. I will just click this one to run the simulation. Actually it didn't turn on the LEDs. The problem is because I haven't assigned the values of the components yet. So let's stop the simulation and click on each resistor to apply the resistor value. The default value is 10k. I need here is 470 ohm, and these two, I will keep the 10k, and this one I change to 470. And also this capacitor value, double click in here, then you can change the value of the capacitor. Double click, change the value. I think everything is in order. Let's try to run the simulation again. Click in here. Yeah, you can see the two LEDs lighted up. That means the simulation is successful. It means the schematic is successful. And also you can observe the voltage in here. If you can closely zoom in, you can zoom in and zoom out by using these buttons, and you can see the voltage as over 9 volts. That's what we applied. And also in here you can see the voltage in the base of the transistor by using the probe that we installed in here. Let's zoom out again. So we have come to the end of the video, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and This is actually this one was intended for the beginners to get basic understanding about the Proteus software, how to design a simple circuit. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit a like button, and also please subscribe to my channel so that you can see more informative videos and more interesting videos in future. Thank you very much for watching, and bye bye.